news on SNN, the Suncoast News Network, your local news leader.
Hey everyone, I'm Eric Wilson. Thanks for joining us here on the SNN Evening Edition. Don Brennan is off this week. We get straight to your top story. Justin Pearson, the Tennessee lawmaker voted out of state, will soon return. Today, Shelby County Commissioners voted to reinstate Pearson, who was one of the two lawmakers expelled by the Republican majority for staging a protest in the House chamber. The protest demanded tougher gun laws. NBC's Dan Sheneman has the story.
Less than a week after he was expelled from the Tennessee State House, Justin Pearson can now be Representative Pearson again.
I'm so glad we get back to doing our job.
The Shelby County Commission voted to reinstate him as the District 86 House Representative.
They tried to expel the people's choice and the people's vote. And they awakened a sleeping giant.
Pearson and Representative Justin Jones,
I want to welcome democracy back to the people's house,
who returned to the House Monday, expelled for taking part in a protest calling for stricter gun control. It followed the mass shooting at a Nashville school that left 6 dead, 3 of them children.
I am sick and tired.
It reignited calls for tighter gun laws.
Cried out. You know, we're cried out. We don't need a day to mourn. We need a day of action. Right here.
The call for action may be gaining momentum.
Nothing is more important than the safety of Tennesseans and certainly the safety of Tennessee children.
Tennessee's governor signed an executive order to strengthen background checks. He's also backing legislation to keep guns away from people who are a threat.
We should work to set aside our differences and accomplish something that Tennesseans want us to get accomplished.
A call for unity in the wake of tragedy. Dan Sheneman, NBC News.
Now, he does expect to be sworn back into office tomorrow in Nashville. Sarasota Memorial Hospital Venice is doubling in size to keep up with the county's rapid growth. Construction for a new tower is well underway. The 5-story building is going to add 100 new hospital beds. Staff gathered today, Wednesday morning, to sign a beam that's going to complete the building's frame.
We built this hospital back in November, about a year and a half ago, and it filled up almost automatically. We knew it was going to be busy, didn't know quite how fast it was going to be busy because of this great growing area and just other issues that are going on in the community. But we're super excited. Today we are topping out a building that's going to add double the size at a hospital.
Once open, the tower will provide 250 new jobs. SMH plans to finish construction next April. Sarasota Bradenton International continues to break records, and March was exceptional. The Hotspot Hub surpassed 500,000 passengers traveling through SRQ. Now, this is a 16% increase and is the highest number of passengers for the month of March and for any month in the entire history of the airport. In fact, March was a month of milestones for the Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. Not only did it reach over 4 million passengers in 12 months, but also broke ground on the new 5-gate terminal expansion. SRQ officials say the growing number demonstrates the need for expansion and represents a major shift in how Sarasota Bradenton International Airport is transforming to serve the needs of our fast-growing community. Now, Broadway shows here on the Suncoast and nationwide could be going dark. SNN's Christy Sultan tells us why.
Mean Girls is touring all across the United States. The show is full of talented performers who are also very underpaid, which is why last night the Actors Equality Association showed up to the Van Wezel before the show, handing out flyers to showgoers explaining the possibility of a strike.
Actors and stage managers on the road for touring companies who travel all across the country, including Mean Girls, are currently in negotiations for their contract, and we're trying to educate our audiences on what that means.
The association is currently negotiating higher wages, higher per diems, and more coverage if a performer or crew member is sick.
In the case in the future, we might need to elevate and go on strike if the producers don't come to us with a creative and good deal that could actually make all of this totally worth it.
If a strike does happen, shows all across the country can be shut down. In Sarasota, Christy Sultan, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
Now, the union does plan on coming out again tonight to, in fact, spread their message. Covering Charlotte County, it may be Parkinson's Awareness Month, but one gym treats every month like it's April. For the past 7 years, Jayco's Boxing and Fitness Gym has held classes specifically for people with Parkinson's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday year-round. Participants focus on their balance, their walking, different punching routines, and more. The goal of each exercise helps strengthen the muscles that people with Parkinson's disease may need to use in their daily lives.
We do a lot of squats, for example, and that's the way they put it here is that you always want to make sure you have your own legs to get up and out of a chair, up and out of a toilet seat, and so squats help strengthen out your legs. So everything we do here is related to what's going to help us with our Parkinson's journey.
Jayco's has 100 members, and 20 of them have Parkinson's disease. For more information, tune in every night at 5 and 5:30 for more on our Parkinson's series. A Florida motorcyclist says he's happy to be alive after a terrible crash last month. The devastating collision was caught on camera. Luli Ortiz reports.
43-year-old Will Dover loves to record his motorcycle rides with a 360 camera mounted on his bike. Back on March 25th, that camera captured the moment his morning trip to work quickly took a dangerous turn when a driver crashed into Dover, almost head-on.
Just happy to be alive.
Now on crutches, this injured father retells the moment a driver heading north on U.S. Highway 1 in Fort Pierce failed to yield while making a left turn.
All in one movement, it was just too late. So I just braced myself for the hit.
Dover suffered deep cuts on both legs and injured his shoulder and wrist. He claims wearing a helmet and other gear saved his life.
I just think maybe if he wasn't driving that day, I still have my bike.
According to the crash report, the person behind the wheel should not have been driving. They had a suspended license. According to the state, last year more than 112,000 Florida motorists were caught driving with suspended licenses. West Palm Beach attorney Michael Pike says these drivers create hazards on the road.
And significant stress when it comes to people being involved in accidents with those drivers that have suspended licenses. When a driver has a suspended license, he or she is not supposed to be on the road, period, end of story.
There are a number of reasons a person's driver's license could be suspended.
Failure to pay a ticket, reckless driving, certain violations of Florida law can result in a suspended license.
And in most cases, it becomes a domino effect with insurance.
Usually when you have your driver's license suspended, your insurance company will contact you and most likely drop you as a policy holder.
As for Dover, he's facing serious medical bills, and for now, he's hoping the suspended driver's insurance will pick up the tab.
A Sarasota businessman has been placed among Forbes' billionaires list. Local businessman Kenneth Feld and his family have been named among the world's billionaires with an estimated net worth of $2.9 billion for the chairman of Manatee County's Feld Entertainment, the parent company for Disney on Ice and Monster Jam. Forbes' annual list of people who can boast a more than 9-digit net worth placed the Feld's family just outside the top 1,000 most wealthiest people. That would put the Sarasota area resident almost 200 spots ahead of former President Donald Trump and Oprah Winfrey, as both tied for the 1,217 spot on the list with a net billion worth of 2.5. Still ahead on the SNN Evening Edition, we are talking about the New Jersey firefighters battling a massive fire erupted in Ocean County. Keep it right here.